Listen to me, man. You have a great life in front of you. But your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you. What you did back there ain't got nothing to do with what God got for you. What you did back there was learn the lessons to get you to where you are at this particular moment right here. But what God got for you, do you know, man, that you can actually mess your life completely up? You can jack it all the way up and you can turn around and get it right. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you could have had a baby out of wedlock and still be all right? Do you know that you can be divorced multiple times and still be okay? Do you understand that you cannot have a degree and still be just fine? You wanna know how I know? Because I'm telling you what I know. I lost everything twice. I don't know if you've ever lost everything before, but I've been bottomed out twice. I done seen rock bottom 2 times. I've been through some walls up in here, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man, God is really with you. You ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta believe me. But keep doing it without God. Let me know how it worked for you. Matter of fact, write a book on how to make it without God. Because I wanna read it. I wanna read the first page. And then I wanna read the last page, because there ain't gonna be but 2. You can jack your life all the way up. God is in the forgiving business. You can make all the mistakes you want to make or think you shouldn't make. God is in the get it together business. If you got dreams and visions, I got news for you. God is in the make your dream come true business. He did it for me, how he won't do it for you? A lot of y'all better than me. I'm just gonna flat out tell you. Most of y'all ain't done what I had to do to get to where I am today. You just ain't had to do this type of dirt. You ain't been homeless, so you ain't got to scrap like me. Most of y'all didn't come, you're not old as me. I've overcome it all because I have a relationship with him. And you can listen to me and tell that I'm not a perfect person. I am not a perfect Christian. I have my flaws. I am a flawed human being. But guess what? You are too. You ain't got it all together. I dare you to say you do. I make a lot of money, man. But guess what? I ain't got it all together. I'm hurting. I'm hurting, man. Everybody tripping through something. Everybody, I don't care who you are, you going through something. But if you got God, you can make it. I'm just telling you this little piece of information. I don't see most of y'all most of the time. So you're sitting here, you're kind of looking at me a little bit odd. Why Steve talking like this stuff? I'm just trying to put you on game. Because let me tell you, all y'all want to be successful. And you want to be happy, but you got to get there. It's a shortcut to getting there. The shortcut to getting there is the relationship with God. If you try it without him, you're going to fail miserably. You're going to sink, man. It's going to be ugly for you. Now, this is what you got to do. Identify your gift and get busy with it. God gave all of you a gift. Identify your gift. It is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your gift. Get busy at that. If it's drawing, if it's teaching, if it's sharing, if it's caregiving, he put that gift inside of you. He didn't hide it under a rock or put it under the mountain or put it on the mountain somewhere. He put the gift in you. And you look at me any kind of way you want to. What I'm just telling you is real. That's how you become successful. Identify your God-given gift, what he gave you at birth. If you do that, God will open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. I am telling you, that is a fact. Behind every moment of adversity in your life, 2 things will happen. There is a lesson and there is a blessing. Every moment of adversity has those 2 things that come with it. There's always a lesson and there's always a blessing. Pain always leaves a present. Every time you're in pain, it leaves a gift behind. So what happened was, after all of that happened, I got a call from a company called T-Mobile. The Super Bowl is a month after that. They brought me down to do a Super Bowl commercial. A Super Bowl commercial in the United States is the most highest watched program on television. These commercials are tens of millions of dollars. They will pay you millions of dollars to be in a Super Bowl commercial. They paid me so much money to be in a Super Bowl commercial, acting like I gave the wrong answer to the telephone company to reenact the Miss Universe theme. They paid me what I make on Miss Universe times 10. And then 14 countries sent my wife and I a letter saying that was the most honorable and honest thing they've ever seen in the history of television. They gave my wife and I 14 villas around the world. There are 14 villas that my wife and I can go to in Curacao, the Maldives, Abu Dhabi, France, that we can go to anytime for vacation. So behind that, a lot of good happened. That's why when you have bad moments in your life, you just have to ride them out. Because God always has a gift behind every moment of pain that you have. When a man leaves you, there is a gift behind him leaving. Sometimes the breakup is the blessing. See, sometimes you got to get rid of a man in order for God to give you the man that you really need. So sometimes losing a man is not a loss. You just have to hang in there. He might have something better for you. So every time something bad happens, you just have to wait on the lesson and the blessing. It always happens. It always happens. You just can't act too miserable. Oh, it me, something happened to me. Oh, my man walked out on me, all me and the dogs. No, they're not. You just had one dog. He was the dog. Just wait. Trust me, I know how that worked too. I'm on my third marriage. Trust me, I know. I've been with the wrong one a couple of times. And then, but I was the wrong one because I kept picking them. Then after I got really messed up, I said, God, tell you what, I'm through. You pick the one for me. He sent me Marjorie. It's a funny thing, man, that I learned later in life. But everything that you're imagining, God puts everything he has for you in your imagination. Albert Einstein had a quote. He said, imagination is everything. It's a preview to life's coming attractions. What actually happens is God puts your real life in your imagination. See, this stuff that you've been imagining is not hocus pocus. God is showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. And he puts it in your imagination. The problem with your imagination, though, is you tell it to the wrong people. That's the whole problem. See, if you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. How many times has God showed you something so vividly clear that you just knew it was perfect? You shared it with your loved ones and your friends, and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they couldn't see it? Because God didn't show it to them. He showed it to you. And so all these things you've been imagining has been God planting seeds in your head of what he has for you. That's why when you're driving down the street and you see the car in the window, you imagine yourself driving that one instead of the one you got, because that's the car God will give you. God is in your imagination. He ain't in your paycheck. He ain't in your current set of situations. God is in your imagination. I imagined at 10 I would be on TV. Now, I didn't get there till I was 38, but I got there. Do you know all the stuff you've imagined was really God just showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you? People don't understand that about their imagination. The school system would teach people the truth. The problem with school is it don't teach you how to be successful. That's the problem. College don't teach you how to be successful, nor does school. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, dentist, you got to go to school. But if you want to be successful, what you're supposed to do? You have to develop the principles of success. School teaches you how to memorize stuff. We're going to test you on it, and you recall what you've read, and we're going to give you a grade on it. Okay, when you get that degree, how you become successful, though? They don't teach you success. You teach success by changing your mental process. The difference between successful people and non-successful people, it has nothing to do with anything except how you think. That's the only difference, man. Successful people have developed the thought process. You all have it. You just got to learn the principles of success. All y'all. All of you gifted. All of you have a gift. God made you with a gift that brought all of you are gifted people. More gifted than me. You think because I'm out here, I'm the gifted one? I just got one gift. I can take information and transpose it into comedy immediately. Now that's a gift and a curse. That's a problem when you're young. You know how many women I done took? Fine off. You know how many times I've been to the principal's office? I've been to the principal's office, I promise you, more than all of y'all total. 15, 20 times a year. Easy. Easy for just fine off because this gift, I couldn't fix it. I didn't know how to control it. I just said what the I thought was funny. I ain't how you felt about it. It was displaced. I didn't have no comedy club. I didn't have no comedy career. So I just said my mama was a Sunday school teacher. You know how many times my mama took me to church to get me prayed for? You know how many preachers done this to me at the hill? Soon they do this, I pop right back. Ain't nothing happening. I be going, man, what is I'm coming down here getting my head hit for? And my mother thought something was wrong with me because I had this gift, but I couldn't fix it. But all of you are gifted. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting on them. I'm just telling y'all this. You have to understand, man, that God has a really great life for you, and he put it in your imagination. You just got to stop telling it to small-minded people. Really, man.